jam.
Now, is there a correlation with the children coloring books with, you want to give kids like an outlet like you had?
Yeah, absolutely. Not only that, but adults, a lot of people color, and I love my fans. Love them. I wouldn't be shit without them. I have fans from, like middle school and high school and from MySpace still following with me. They've been with me longer than any other relationship. So I want to do anything that I can to interact with my fans constantly. So a lot of times I will do like live feeds when I have a custom piece of art that's ordered, like a pet portrait or something like that, or if I'm working on a new sketchbook or some type of project. So I'll go on Instagram, on Facebook, and TikTok, and I'll do a live feed where I'm drawing. And the coloring books, clients actually break out the coloring books, and they color on their end of the device with me. So we're like doing stuff together. Do you know what I mean? So I don't know. It's a little bit for everybody. Yeah.
When did you do your first coloring book?
I would say probably like 4 years ago. It started with me just doing coloring pages online where people could print them offline. You could order it and then you could download it and just print it. Okay. And then during quarantine, right before quarantine, I got actual, coloring books made. Okay. That took a minute to like get that situated. It's on the list of 18 million things that needed to be done.
Now, with you being so busy, how's your family life? Are your children grown?
My children are grown. Thank fucking God. Thank God. Shout out to all the parents that are dealing with kids through all this apocalypse.
I
know. There's no way I could do it. There's no way I could do it.
Where can they find you at on Instagram? Where can they find you at on Instagram?
Right.
You can find me underneath my name. You can find me on all social media platforms underneath my name, which is KRISTELORETO.
Okay.
Yep.
We talked about that. What about your relationships? You know what I mean? Because obviously Rod just hit the time that you spent as far as like just getting everything up and running. So how does it go as far as relationship? Have you been married?
I have been married. My most important relationship is my career, and my career comes first, and I'm probably gonna get some thumbs downs for this, but
definitely.
Yeah, my career comes before any relationship, and it even comes before my children. And my children know that, and they've been told that since a very young age.
Oh shit.
I didn't plan on having kids. I got pregnant, and I felt like the only thing I could do was have the kid. So I had the kid, and I was responsible, and I raised 2 kids. But my career always came first because I knew the kids aren't gonna be forever. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna grow up and go and have their own life.
Yes, it is.
So it's always come first. Yes, I've been married. I've been married twice.
Married twice.
Yep.
How long was each marriage?
The first marriage was right under 2 years, and then the second one was 7 years.
Oh. The 7-year one, you could afford to say.
Hold on, okay.
You're so stumped by everything.
Right.
Hold on. No, because I didn't think, oh my God. So I get it. A lot of women these days are career driven. Mm-hmm. But you said before your man and before your kids. So is that because of the money or because of just the passion?
It's the passion. I knew what I was put on this earth to do, and I will do whatever it takes to get there. Like, am I going to... Like, I always put my kids and, made sure, like, I wasn't with the dad, like, for a long amount of time. You know what I mean? So the kids were little. So I'm a tattooer. I would always work on Wednesday through Saturday no matter what. So
Right.
the kids would always be at the grandparents anyways on the weekend. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
So like, yes, I would be working from like 9 o'clock at night until 4 o'clock in the morning, you know, like 4 days a week, you know, and then having to drive an hour to get home, and then, you know, being a mom when I can,
Right.
and then, you know, driving back to work. And then I did this through pregnancies too, you know what I mean?
Wow.
Like, so I wasn't gonna like work so hard to prove these motherfuckers wrong and get my foot in the door into this industry, get pregnant, and then be like, oh, I'm gonna give up now. I'm just gonna like, you know, do the mom thing. No, I'm gonna juggle this shit. I'm gonna figure it the fuck out.
Right.
And I'm gonna make this shit happen. And every time my fucking baby daddy said, why don't you just stop? You're never gonna be anything. Yeah.
I remember.
Like, so many different things, you know what I mean? Like, so many different things. It's like little pokes at me. Like, and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna work harder now. I'm just gonna work harder.
I mean, I most definitely get the passion.
Yeah.
Because I was the street runner before I had my kids, but
Yeah.
I feel like my son, especially because he was the first one, for me, he changed who I was. So like when you was like the kids, you know, my job come before my kids, I'm like, I can't fathom that.
Yeah.
Because for me, they made me go hard, and then I found something that I never thought I could do. Like I do math for a living, and I wasn't even good at math in school.
Yeah.
So for me, it was like kind of like, what? And I do this every day. I get to play Dexter's Laboratory. Like,
That's
what?
amazing.
So like I love it, and honestly, I think if it wasn't for those kids, I wouldn't be doing this. But
Yeah.
I love being able to use my brain. So for me, it was a little bit different. But I mean, you know, I guess.
But you also gotta remember, I had a really weird relationship with my mom.
I
like,
didn't meet my mom until I was like 13.
oh shit.
So I mean, that's
Yeah.
something like I'm listening to your story, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of similarities. There's a lot of things like where I know, like they know off camera, like.
Yeah.
And when you were talking about like a lot of the stuff that you deal with spiritually, like we could be on the show, and I could blow your mind with some of the things that I've experienced,
Yeah.
some of the things I've heard, some of the things that have touched me.
Yeah.
Like literally. But that's a whole nother show, so we ain't even get all of that. We ain't even get all of that, because then they gonna be like, AJ weird, is she weird? They like both the weird. But I mean,
I'm gonna say it, and you said nothing.
Right. So I mean, I most definitely get what you're saying. My mom was on drugs, so
Yeah.
and my stepmom was mom. So, and growing up, I know what it's like to feel alone, because for like the first few years, I would be in a closet and I just wanted to die,
Yep.
because I felt horrible. I
Yep.
felt ugly.
Yep.
Nobody made me feel like I was anything different. Shout
Yep.
out to my one Uncle White, who I talk about all the time, because if it wasn't for him, and if it wasn't for my aunt, God rest her soul, Renee, who passed, like I don't know where I would be. Because
Yeah.
my dad, like, he's a good man. He worked a lot, and with him working all the time, like I didn't have that. So
Yeah.
I understand 100% what you're saying. I really do. I relate a lot. So.
Yeah.
So next question is yo, I'm coming.
Right. You just get to it.
No. What else do you do outside of? I mean, we got into
He died.
Just ask
Right.
me.
No, you got listen. You gotta let it.
We got children's color.
Right.
You gotta let it build up. We got the tattoo, the church because we know how you
Yeah,
start.
I'm gonna say it for you.
Right.
Hold on
Is
for
there
a little bit.
anything else you do that would shock our listeners?
We can hold on.
Listen, I'm sitting here waiting to drop the
Right.
bomb. Rod took us some wait the hell.
Everybody watching there like, what she do?
Because everybody listen to my retarded self. I'll be like, oh, she's a school teacher. They're like, you waited all that time to say she's a school teacher? No. So what else you do outside of?
Just go ahead. I'll have another catch.
No, I'm sorry. No, go ahead,
I wanted to get to a certain point before we got into it.
Go ahead, Rock, go ahead.
No. So what other professions would you say you hold? I mean, I asked the question so you wouldn't have to ask me.
I do OnlyFans, so I'm pretty much naked, pretty much do porn.
Okay.
Now, when you say pretty much,
Yeah.
like, do you do porn or you don't do porn? Like,
Well, I'm not like on a porn set doing porn
oh, okay.
with like
But-
hired other porn people. No.
Okay.
Am I squirting on the internet and getting paid for it? Yes, absolutely.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Did that come about due to the pandemic, or you were on OnlyFans before it got really big?
So I actually have my own paid porn site many years ago, and then when
What's that mouth?
separated from my second husband, I stopped doing it, and then I started doing the premium Snapchat a couple years ago, and that was like a thing. And then I started dating someone, and he asked me to no longer do it, and I said sure. So I stopped doing it because I loved the person and, you know, respected the requests. That person relapsed and ripped me off while I was recovering from plastic surgery. So as part of the ways to recover financially from, you know, some stuff that happened and me being out of work for a little bit for the recovery, I started doing premium Snapchat again, getting paid. Then I moved to Texas for a year, met another motherfucker. He asked the same thing. So then I paused it. He ripped me off, went back to his fucking wife he was separated with. So then I said, fuck it. And I started premium Snapchat back up again. And then I had a homegirl named Sabrina, who's also another female tattooer. And I said, well, what about this new platform that you're on called OnlyFans? She sent me a screenshot of her first monthly check. And I said, oh, hell yeah.
Let me ask you this question real quick. So if you were to get into another relationship and that person asked you
I don't think she's
to stop after the...
You don't like it?
I just had to...
I'm sitting here like, I don't think you're gonna
I figured that was going to be it. So I figured, you know, I just get it out there for anybody who's watching.
I made $75,000 last year on OnlyFans.
And that's just the OnlyFans. That's not even the tattoo. And
Right. And if you don't like that, fuck off. And if you can't be on a girl's arm and know that you are a confident man, knowing that you have the baddest bitch on the block locked down because the dick is that good, if you can't handle being that motherfucker, then you don't deserve to be up in my place.
That's not over here tonight, is he?
She said 75,000.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm doing something.
You about to have him start his OnlyFans.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
And I took that money
Tracy,
and I turned around and I opened a business with it. And I just paid off my truck.
Oh my God. Look at that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Now you got them look deal.
I was absolutely blessed while everybody was not working during pandemic that I was able to clean up my credit, get everything paid off,
Baby,
open up a business, and pay everything off.
That's what I need.
Fuck it, I was gonna masturbate anyways. This way I can get fucking Grubhub, you know what I mean? Like, homeboy's like, I want a picture of your feet. I'm like, I'll just roll up my fucking pajamas. Nice, I can get tacos.
I was gonna masturbate anyway.
listen, you got a lot of...
I mean, fuck it.
I don't know how OnlyFans work, but when I looked at it, it said
Damn it.
it said that like you had like 16,000 followers or something like that with the OnlyFans. Like I don't know how it worked as far as it's not like, you know, regular social media. I don't know if that's people that pay or if that's people that actually just, you know, it pops up when you have a new video. I don't know how OnlyFans work at all. I'm not a OnlyFans member at all. My next question would be
you got all our listeners. They want to start their OnlyFans. It's like
so you gotta.
She said 75,000. That's a lot of money.
So you gotta remember. I already had a following because of doing porn from before. I've always been.
Wait. What I missed? What I missed?
She said that earlier.
No, but we got a porn before. We got into OnlyFans. So we did porn before.
Yes, I had a paid porn site before the OnlyFans.
Yeah,
I can't shit. I'm on the show and I missed that.
So I had you know, people that were already, you know, following me from that, and then I had 1,030,000 followers on Facebook alone, and that's dropped down to like, I think like right below 1 million now. And then, you know, I have 71,000 on Instagram. I had 45,000 on TikTok, but then I got, you know, banned and then had to start a new one. So I've been, you know, pretty big on social media for a long time. So, you know, since MySpace. So you're not gonna just start OnlyFans and then make that kind of money.
Right. So Antonio, you know, that's not gonna work.
No, and this is it's a full-time job. It is literally a full-time job. So one day a week I spend that whole day shooting content. for at least 2 weeks worth of, posts.
Oh, okay.
And I'm spending, at least an hour a day answering messages and, stuff like that. It is a full-time job.
Right.
Yeah.
So how did you get into the paid porn to begin with? The porn site.
I've always been like comfortable with my body. I've always been a thicker chick, and like I don't know. I was a part of like Suicide Girls a long time ago, a part of their plus size section, because they wouldn't promote bigger girls, but there was like a bigger girl section of their website. So I've always been proud of my body. No matter what size I've been. Like over 300 pounds, and I've been 170. I didn't really like the 170. I thought it looked a little weird. And now I'm a little bit plumper, and I'm pretty okay where I'm at now.
So what made you get plastic surgery?
Yeah, I'm mostly booty and titties.
What made
thighs,
you
like,
get
huge thighs.
plastic surgery if you was okay with your body?
Having 2 kids, I had what they call a football. And from tattooing all day, I got huge boobs and I'm constantly leaning forward. And so I would get these really bad skin irritations because I had like the fupa, but it like now it's like normal. But like before it was like a big piece and it would hang over. So like you have to like lift it up. So it would get real red, irritated, and like sweaty underneath, and like rashes would happen and stuff like that. And so like you would itch, from working all day and stuff. Yeah. And it became to the point where it was just super uncomfortable. So I got a tummy tuck in order to cut that part off. And now you can see I'm still chunky. Right. You know what I mean? Right. It just I don't have that big piece of stomach that overhangs, and that is being rubbed and irritated.
Right, from sweat and stuff.
From sweating.
I don't have an OnlyFans membership. I don't have an OnlyFans. I said I don't have one, so I don't know how it works.
JV's like, wait, he
This
got a
is
membership.
get me in trouble. I got to put that out there. That's got to go live. Like, what?
And then I got a breast lift again. Like I'm leaning forward with some big old girls all the time. So, and I used to actually have a big hump on the top part of my back right here from my boobs leaning over. So I got a lift to get the girls back up in place. And then, I ended up dropping a bunch of weight. I left my second husband, and in the 7-year relationship we were together, he never paid for anything. I paid for everything. So when I left him, I had to leave him where we were living, and I went and lived in my tattoo shop. And nobody knew I was living in my tattoo shop. Well, I didn't have a fucking shower. So I would go to Planet Fitness twice a day.
Wow.
And I would go and do cardio because I didn't want to be that weirdo that just went to the gym to use the shower. So I would do I'll just do 30 minutes, you know what I mean? I'm not getting fucked. So I'm like losing my mind, you know what I mean? So I would just work out twice a day, and I've, pretty much only dated pretty jacked dudes. So, they've always showed me, things, how to lift weights here and there.
Right.
So I started toning a little bit, and then, I was eating Uncle Ben's microwavable rice, and I would get a rotisserie chicken, and then I would get avocados and chicken salad. And that's basically all I would eat. So I ended up losing all this weight because I was constantly going to the gym to use the shower. And then I ended up losing weight, and then I was like, okay. And then I wanted to prove a point and get back at him for something, and I proved a point. So I became a little badass at the gym and proved my point. And then I started having the lunch lady's flap skin that got really bad. And then excess skin here, back here, the back flab. So that was the latest surgery I had 2 years ago. Was they cut off excess skin off the arm, just skin removal,
Oh, okay.
And then I've stretched them back out. You can see my scars. This is stretching right now because I don't give a fuck anymore. I don't give a fuck. It's the end of the world. I'm just gonna eat and be happy.
No. You came too far to go for that. Came too far. What you about to say, Ryan?
Now, when you were doing porn, were you in relationships at that time?
Yes.
How did the porn affect the relationship? If at all?
He was the one in the porn.
Oh, wait a
okay.
minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait,
you didn't do no porn outside of...
any male that has ever been in any video with me is somebody I've been in a relationship with.
Okay.
That is
All
the
right.
only way that you are getting inside of me and in the videos.
Okay.
I mean, you figured.
Okay,
I guess she
clarify.
said, why not?
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Get
I mean,
audience, make money.
I mean, technically, he did bring a paycheck in because you know, technically, you know,
He helped. Yeah.
Yeah, you know.
Somebody said, okay, so a question. Somebody said,
Yeah.
how does that work with the tattoos after the surgery? Do they stay the same or you get them redone?
Okay, so shout out to Dr. Fosnot at Penn Medicine here in Philly. He is amazing. He took my tattoos into consideration.
Oh,
So, which was super awesome of him. He's just super amazing. My first consult appointment with him, I took pictures of plus size porn stars from Plumper Pass. And I was like, I want to look like these girls. And he was like, they still have bellies. And I go, yeah, I want a fucking belly. I don't want to be tiny. So he, you know, when it came to my stomach, so I'll show you my stomach. So this lettering here that is on my stomach,
Oh, that's cute. What is this? Are these flowers? What is this?
that's pizza.
What? Wait a minute. I see the crust.
She said if they. She said it's
Pizza.
flour. She said
No,
it's
because
pizza.
the way that her pants were up until she pulled it down,
Yeah.
she was like, "It's pizza." I didn't
So
see it.
you see this big thing of lettering right here, right?
Right.
This actually used to be above my belly button. So when they did the tummy tuck and he stretched it, he actually relocated my belly button. And when he did that, he made sure that it was in the S.
Oh, damn.
So he
He was an
really,
artist.
Right.
He
He
really
was he
took-
artist with it. Clearly,
yeah, he
right.
really took. Now it did damage some tattoos. I think you can see it here on the back. See some of the scars where like a Buddha's hand got cut off.
Wait, I don't see Buddha hand.
See where the scars are?
I know.
Yeah,
I don't
lift
see
it up
Buddha's
just a
hand.
bit to see Buddha's hands.
Oh, okay, I see the scar though.
Yeah,
I see the
see-
scar. I see where the scar is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's you know cut off some parts. It's cut off some parts in here, but you know blacking this out. I had a scar right here, but that got blacked out over. So you know there's ways that you do have to alter it, and you know you just got to be like, you got to find a really good tattooer that's gonna work with you to go over these types of scars.
Well, they just contact you, and then you.
Yeah, and a really good plastic surgeon who is gonna like be respectful of the tattoos. Yeah, yeah.
Wow, this is
But luckily, I did not.
Shout out to the doc.
Nothing stretched because I did it properly. You know what I mean? Like I didn't lose over 100 pounds like that. It was
Right.
over like a year to 2 year period.
Okay.
And I was toning the whole time.
Oh, okay.
So if you go and you get like gastro or lap band or something, if you ever notice that those people they
look
lose
sick.
weight
And
like
then they look
quickly.
they look
And
terrible.
then they look sick.
It's because their body deflates real
Right.
quick.
Right.
So
Right.
the best way to explain it is like if a woman gets pregnant and she has a tattoo on her stomach, it's gonna grow and grow and grow and grow and
Right.
grow. But as soon as she pops that baby out, all that water in the baby's gone. It goes. Pfft. So when it does that, it's the same as the gastro. Your skin it deflates like a balloon. So
Right.
that's when it destroys the tattoos. But when you gradually do it over time, the tattoos don't get so destroyed. And they're a lot easier to fix.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, Chanel, she said shout out to your doc.
Yeah, because a
Answer
lot
some
of women. I
questions,
mean,
right.
this is a different day. Like, I mean, everybody getting cut or
Yeah.
you know getting sold up or whatever. I mean, it's
I mean, everybody
before.
not getting sold up.
Well, I mean, that's like it's more like a thing now.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? It's
and
not
more common.
It's you know before it was like well gotta keep it a secret that I got the surgery to lose weight or you know
I gotta
got
live in this motherfucker for a lifetime. I'm gonna make it how I
Yeah.
want it.
Right. I mean, and that's how people should look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, me personally, I can't afford it. So, I mean, I wouldn't get it because of the price. I mean, just don't eat. You know what I mean? Like, like, if you want to lose something, just don't eat. I mean,
I'm a gym believer, so I'm one of those people. That's the gym.
I mean, that's the best way to
Gym rat.
save. I mean, as far as, I mean, if you got the money, then obviously you just go ahead and do it. Hey, I don't have it. Ra, what about you? Hold on, Ra, what about like getting like your hair? Like, would you,
know
do that
what?
surgery?
We talked about this.
You wouldn't do it? No, I'm just saying. You know what I mean? Get the little
Why you
thing.
trying to bring
Yeah.
your hair into this?
Listen, I don't know. I might.
you're trying to
No.
bring your hair
I might like
No.
if
Why
I
do you
lose.
hate him? Because he's
Right. He was trying to
No. But that's a surgery. I'm fat. I'm just saying I wouldn't do the surgery. But I'm just saying since Rod don't have no hair, like would he do it? Right?
I'm just saying, but why you gotta bring his head?
When did I ever have issues with being bald?
No, I'm just saying everybody want hair. It's not like you woke up like I want to be bald. Nobody wants to be bald.
You know
what I mean?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I want hair now.
Right. I mean,
that ship has sailed. Like it's like I'm not longing for the day. It wasn't like I had this long, luxurious hair. I was stroking my mane all day. Like, I wasn't
Oh, I
doing
can think
that.
of him as like Fabio. Like,
The black Fabio.
no, but you know what though? A lot of people starting to do like the surgery, and they say it's painful because it's like something that go into your head and they pull up the roof. I'm like, nah, that don't even sound fun. Cool. You know what I mean?
No.
But
Ew.
I mean that's good stuff.
I actually wish my hair didn't grow at all. Like I didn't have to shave.
Right. I mean,
I would prefer that more than having hair.
Right.
How much money you save on shaving? Now imagine if I never had to shave again. Razors are very expensive.
They are.
For no reason. Like I don't understand.
They are.
I'd be tempted to steal them sometimes. Like, I'm not even. I'm just like, what? For how much? Man, chase me down. I'm taking this out. My man, you really gonna come after me for $12 an hour? You make it $12 an hour. You might as well. You can't even afford these razors. like seriously.
Oh man.
Be honest.
So what's next as far as Kristel the
Right, what's
artist, Kristel the OnlyFans, Kristel the porn star?
Right.
Well, I'm not gonna say porn star, but Kristel that have. We call that Jamaican in you when you have more than 3 jobs. And right now you up there. What you got about 5? You got about 5 jobs?
Yeah.
Yeah, about 5. That's you a little Jamaican in you. You know what I mean? A little Jamaican in you. So what's next? Like what's the next biggest project?